nitrogen boost throughout the winter that is going to be released into these plants this season. Holy smokes, it is this year already, isn't it? Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day today. My name's Cody, and I want to thank you so much for stopping by the farm today. It is a beautiful day out on the farm today, and I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate that. And while the weather is definitely starting to turn for us here, we still have a hard freeze every night down to -10 or lower, and the daytimes are getting nicer. We are at like, well, this past weekend I think we had like a 17-degree day, which is amazing. We haven't had a day 17 degrees Celsius since last October, to give you an idea as to the chills that we get out here. In the sunflower field here that I'm currently in, I do get a lot of questions about it, and it is still one of the most watched videos on the channel, was actually planting this patch here that you see. I don't know why you guys love that video so much. It's really funny to me to see a video that I made early on in the channel. I think that editing is horrible, the content is questionable, but it's just such a, oh gosh, I'm stuck on the plants here. That's okay, get out of there. And I do get a lot of questions about this patch and why I let it stand all winter long. A big part of the reason is, I don't know if you can see back there or not, but there's still snow caught in the sunflowers themselves. So it works as a really good windbreak to catch a lot of that moisture for the garden for the rest of the season. It helps to cut down on any erosion that we might have over the course of the winter, because the mountains are that way. And we get the prairie winds come off those mountains, sweep all the way across our garden to the east, and it blows all the soil, all the good stuff away. So what I like to do is make sure that we have a good cover, a good windbreak to cut down on that erosion if at all possible, and it works great for that. It also, I need to get a gimbal. I'm really sorry, guys. It also works really well for a food source for the birds. Sunflowers tend to be pretty heavy eaters or feeders, and it's nice to be able to turn all of this stock back into the soil to help build, you know, the organic compost, the organic matter in the soil. Also, as the birds are eating the seeds, what they end up doing is going to the bathroom here as well. So it's like a nice, what do you call it? I guess a nice nitrogen boost throughout the winter that is going to be released into these plants this season. Holy smokes, it is this year already, isn't it? But yeah, just a little bit as to why I don't do anything until the spring for these sunflowers. What really brings me out to the garden today is I wanted to poke around a little bit and see what survived our winter. So I left, there's Swiss chard, there's beets, there's carrots, there's parsnips, and a bunch of other things as well. What I wanted to do was come in today just to see if anything has been able to survive. Our winters can be incredibly brutal. We can get long, cold stretches where it's -40 for 10 days or more. We can get periods where we get just a ton of snow. We can also get periods where there's no snow and the wind blows all the snow away, so there's no cover on the ground, which is really hard on a lot of our plants. And what I found just by poking around out here the last little while is that we have one plant that survived with no cover. You can see there's no straw mulch, there's nothing on this, there's no snow cover, and they've survived all winter long, and I was just blown away when I found it that I wanted to share it with you guys. So let's get a close-up on these guys and let's see what we found. So last fall was a mad dash to try to get the potatoes and carrots out of the ground. I didn't even get much of a chance to get the parsnips. Now they had a bit of a rough start to their year, but, oh, I gotta get a close. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's get close in here. Look at that, eh? Now that feller, that's a good one. And there's a little baby one, but still pretty decent. One off to the side, or a couple here. There we go. And there we go. I have about a 100-foot row left of parsnips I didn't get to last year. I left them in for no other reason than a lack of time to get them harvested, and these ones are definitely on the small side for sure. But the fact that we were able to keep something in the ground with no protection, like normally if you try to do this, you'd have a good layer of like mulch. Straw mulch works great, and just to kind of keep that chill off of these guys. But like I say, these guys were exposed to -40 for weeks at a time, no protection, and they are fresh and crisp as if they were, you know, harvested in the summertime. A truly remarkable crop. The smell is unbelievable, and I'm blown away a little bit to be out here in my garden in the early part of April pulling fresh vegetables out of the ground. It's mind-blowing to me. I don't know how else to describe it, but truly miraculous. It's just so fantastic. To contrast those parsnips with the carrots, here's a little patch of carrots that I didn't get to last year. We'll get these forked out of there. So you can see the carrots are left in here. Now these guys also had no protection, and let's see, I'll pull one out gently there. So compared to the parsnips, which are nice and firm, these guys are nothing but, oh sorry, nothing but mush. Look at that, eh? Here's another one. You know, just mush. So carrots did not survive the winter here for us. So it's not a bountiful crop, but it is a fantastic, I guess, just experiment just to see that they survive the winter. Compared to the carrots, you know, they didn't survive at all. I don't even know if they would do well with a good layer of mulch on there. They were dead right down to the bottom here. The parsnips, though, they are crunchy and they are sweet. It's so shocking to me. It's like it's the middle of summer and these guys are just growing. You wouldn't know that these sat out all winter long, you know, exposed to the elements and all that. They're fantastic. Parsnip itself is a biennial plant in that the first year you do send out that root. With the following year, it sends out the leaves from the flower stalk, and that's how you get your parsnip seed. And that's what you can kind of see these guys starting to do here. You know, there's some new green growth on that little fella. What I'd like to do is find plants and different methods for decreasing, or I guess adding food to the hungry gap. You know, we're a part of the world that I'm in, it's cold a lot of the year, and we have a really big hungry gap. So that's just a gap in between when you can't grow things, right? And to be able to have these parsnips survive the winter like they did. Now you don't want to, you know, have your entire diet on parsnips come early spring, but to know that you've got fresh vegetables that you have access to, for me anyway, it's just such a fantastic, such a cool thing. And the more that we garden, the more that we learn about these sorts of things, the less reliant we are on so many other things that we have no control over. We can all put in a row of parsnips, leave them in the ground, and have fresh vegetables come springtime. Anyway, everyone, I just thought that was such a fantastically cool thing. As I was out in the garden poking around, trying to see what's waking up and what's still asleep, you know, I get super itchy this time of year trying to poke around. I know you shouldn't, but I can't help it. I have a problem, and I'm okay with that. But when I found these guys and I plucked them out of the ground and they were crunchy and sweet, I just wanted to share that with you. Maybe that's something that you've learned today. I don't know, but I did. And yeah, I just wanted to share it. So I hope you have a great day with whatever it is you get up to for the rest of the day there, everyone. But until next time, enjoy it, and we'll catch you later. Bye now. We don't have any outside running water set up right now, so this is the next best method. Get them all cleaned up. Just avoid any of the rabbit poop and you should be good. There you go. Look at that. A thing of beauty.